Here, folks, Sabby Saps breaking down Jink Uger interview with Bree the other day, and but wanting to hear this, she has a perfect rant. I don't agree with Sabby Sap. Some say her name is Sabby Salvatore actually, but some say that what's his name? I did a video and what's his name said Black. What's his name? Black said that she's grifter. She's probably a grifter, but because she has a lot of her audience are Jimmy Dore's audience, but so I don't think she's I don't really like too fond of her, right? As a leftist. But she made a great point. She's breaking down this interview with Cenk Uygur and Bree. A great point. And that really made me sad. What she said about Bernie Sanders, all that money he got from the donors. That's for nothing, $100 million. I'm going to show her the rant, see what she says. You'll see what she says.
Have power. That's why we don't have health care for everyone. That's why we don't have Medicare for all, because of the farmer donors that a lot of the politicians in the Democratic Party have. Democrats and Republicans take money from Blue Cross Blue Shield and Aetna and Cigna. Something to think about. Notice how he just glosses over, well, yeah, they set some of the rules. Like, that's not something to gloss over about. I don't like the rules that they set, but that's not going to change. That's not going to change. You cannot sit here and pretend like these rules are not a problem. They are a problem. It is a problem. Regardless if he thinks that Marianne is the best candidate running in the Democratic primary, none of that matters when the DNC can just change the rules whenever they want. None of that matters when they say that they're going to take delegates away from her and RFK Jr. and give it to Joe Biden. None of that matters. None of that matters when they say that they're not going to let them debate Joe Biden. They've already selected their candidate. There is no primary. Mm-hmm. None of that matters, Jake. That's the problem. Let's continue.
It's not the number one problem. The number one problem is media. If Marianne Williamson got the same amount of respect and coverage in the media as Joe Biden did, Donald Trump, Vivek Ramaswamy gets, then Marianne would be in a real contest with Joe Biden. But the media freezes her out, shames anyone who supports. Oh, she's not serious. Like, you morons are serious? You ruined this country.
And who owns the media? The same people that own the Democratic Party. It's the same people. You don't have to look far. So that's the thing. We can blame the media as much as we want to, but it's important that we point to the people who are above them, that own the media and control the narrative and tell them what they can and cannot discuss. Cenk Uygur knows this because he worked in corporate media. He worked at MSNBC. So it's not like he doesn't realize this. That's why he started the Young Turks. It was because of the pushback that he received in reference to wanting to criticize Barack Obama on some of his foreign policy and domestic policies. And MSNBC wasn't trying to have that. So that's why he left, and that's why he created the Young Turks, where he could talk freely about those things. So it's like, yes, we get it. The media's not being fair to all these political candidates. Totally get it. But they're owned by the same people that own the Democratic Party. Gotta make the connection.
But yes, when you get to a general election and somebody's sitting at 3% and the other two guys are sitting at 40%, well, brothers and sisters, I love you, but there is a reality that you are, in fact, taking a vote that would be against Donald Trump, and you're putting it in a category that is not going to win, and you all know that. I'm not saying today.
And you telling people to vote for Marianne or RK Jr. while they are running in the Democratic Party as primary challengers, you are also putting people in a category that you know they're not going to win. You know the DNC is not going to let Marianne win. You know they're not going to let RK Jr. in. She's trying to make it seem like all you got to do is come out and vote. There's a thing called superdelegates. That's why we need to get away from the Democratic Party.
Yep. It's a waste of time. Exactly. Exactly.
Get out of that. Get out of that. At the end of the day, they have the final say when it comes to a primary. Do people not get this? Do people not understand that Bernie Sanders, regardless of getting every county in West Virginia, the super delegates at the end of the day were the ones that made the decision, decided to give it to Hillary Clinton? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many people come out and support and vote for Marianne or RK Jr. in the Democratic primary. The super delegates at the end of the day have the final say, and they are just as much corrupt and just as much controlled as the entire freaking party.
Yep. Exactly. It's a waste of time. She mentioned the stupid delegates. I totally forgot about that. And I was thinking about, he said, oh, you should vote for, in the primaries, go out and vote. But I forgot about that. I think a lot of these other leftists in the Vanguard and and all these other channels, they support they support Dr. West, but they also support Marianne and Carl Kalinske and his wife Crystal Ball. They support but they don't know that there's a super delegates, or they forgot that. But maybe it's all a grift anyways with those guys. But exactly the super delegates they're not gonna let those RFK win or Marianne Williamson win.
By the same establishment that Jeep told you earlier in this interview that you need to push back against.
Hey, I'm saying if you get to election day, and the polling still shows that, and don't give me this crap about, I don't believe in polling, I think 3% could magically turn into 51%. But if on that day, your candidate's definitely not going to win, why would you help Trump? Why? Why would you help him? It just makes...
Your candidate is also not going to win. So you see what's happening here?
Exactly.
And this is exactly what I told you they would do.
She's right.
TYT, at the end of the day, is going to tell you to support Joe Biden, or if they replace him with Gavin Newsom, they're going to tell you to support that person. And this is exactly why the progressive movement didn't succeed, because they never held the line. If the answer is just to turn it over to the establishment that they told you to fight back against, then there's never going to be any progress in this so-called progressive movement. You'll always end up caving to the establishment. It's a waste of time, it's a waste of money, and it's a waste of resources. And we don't have a lot of resources on the left. And JP and I have talked about this earlier. The left has...
Yep, this is what really get me, what she says here, folks.
Little resources. We don't have a lot to go around. There are a lot of resources on the right, boom. They have a lot of money on the right. We ain't got it like that on the left. But people are wasting their money on bullshit like this.
Yep.
Bernie Sanders
exactly
raised over $100 million. And where did it go? If it was really about helping the people, why not raise $100 million and build clinics in some of these neighborhoods that are run down? Why not take that $100 million and build homes for people? If you're really about helping the people.
Let's go back. I want to go back to what she says, folks. Let's go back. Once again.
Sanders raised over $100 million. But people are wasting their money on bullshit like this. Bernie Sanders raised over $100 million. And where did it go? If it was really about helping the people, why not raise $100 million and build clinics in some of these neighborhoods that are run down? Why not take that $100 million and build homes for people? if you're really about helping the people.
No rant.
Yeah, folks. So that's what I wanted to show you, that rant by Sabby. And she's actually, that really got me there. I mean, it's a sin. It's really a sin, folks. $100 million. Yeah, all for nothing. I don't know, this guy. Maybe it was all a grift or what? I don't know. I don't know, folks. This is it's really sad. Yeah. I don't know. It's very upsetting, folks. That really got me there, folks. Because I'm emotional. Got me emotional, folks. Anyway, folks, that's one video. That's a little short video I want to give you, and I'm out.